My name is Sheryl Paynter, and I am with the Small Business Administration New Jersey District Office. I do cover this area for the SBA. I'm actually local, which is great if I understand the area well. My husband actually owns a small business in the area, a surf shop on the island, that he has been in business for about 5 years. So when I come to you talking about the SBA, I also do understand what it is to start, open, maintain your business, just having helped out with that business as well. My main priority, I do outreach as this, but I work with lenders in the area, and I try to get them to lend to small businesses such as yourselves. And like Shore Community is an SBA lender, as well as TD Bank, Chase. I'm trying to think what else is on 72. So without further ado, what I wanted to do today is just give a really quick overview on the SBA resources and services, just to make sure that you're aware of what is available. And all of this is available through it's free, but it's already paid through your taxpayer dollars. So the three main things that the SBA helps businesses is counseling, contracting, and capital. Now there are resource guides. They're on everybody's desk. I'm looking there. It's those magazines. So everything I talk about, the resource guide is actually divided into these three main categories. So if you want more information, certainly I will be here afterwards, but also there is the information in the resource guides. So counseling, SCORE gave a nice introduction about the free resources helping to start a business plan. If you're looking to make a marketing plan, or just anything, it really helps with the tools on how to do that. There's also in this area, there's the Small Business Development Center. Those are located on college campuses throughout New Jersey. The closest ones here is SBDC Stockton or SBDC Brookdale. SBDC Brookdale is actually working quite closely right now with the chamber to create a business. Lori, are you going to talk about that a little later? Maybe. Okay. So I'll just give a quick overview. So there will be definitely stay tuned for more news about the collaboration between the Chamber and the Small Business Development Center at Brookdale, just to create a certification program to help small businesses get information, especially as it pertains to marketing. The online marketing in particular will be pointed. Did I give a nice overview on that? Okay, cool. Okay, so I also wanted to show this SBA.gov. This is where you can get information on just anything, as well as like what type of business should I have? Just information, just basics on starting your business. However, I will say, if you go to score.org, if you're looking to create financial statements or just other great resources as well, and I'm saying this firsthand because I've used score.org, the website, a lot. There are so many different resources. I created a balance sheet and a P&L from one of their templates. It spit out the cash flow statements, which is very difficult to do if it's not automated. So there's a lot in there, so definitely take a look. So just to recap, I didn't really mention the Women's Business Centers just because there's only one in the state of New Jersey. It is excellent, but unfortunately it is all the way up in Chatham, so that might be a little bit inconvenient for people. But if you do go on the website, wcecnj.org, they do have courses. And actually also I wanted to make sure both SCORE and the Small Business Development Center offer courses courses just on all different things, whether it's QuickBooks or just many different small business points of interest. And we do have an event calendar at the New Jersey District Office to, so if there's something not in this area, like let's say you wanted a QuickBooks course and you wanted it sooner versus later, maybe you would need to drive a little bit, but you could get that course. So if you went to sba.gov/NJ, that brings up the SBA New Jersey District Office website. The other thing, since I'm talking about the website now, as you can tell, I don't really use the PowerPoint as very much, so we actually, we'll probably even forget it. But but anyway, if you scroll all the way down that on the right-hand side, if you're looking for an SBA lender, there is the list, the updated list. It gets updated monthly of participating lenders in the state of New Jersey, or the static list is actually at the back of your magazines. On who, but then the other question is, well, who exactly is lending in Ocean County? So that is where, if you scroll down on the website for the New Jersey District Office on the right-hand side, you can pull up by county what lenders are lending, as well as the average loan size amount. So if you're looking at a bank and they are only lending in Bergen County, they most likely are not an Ocean County lender, so you would be wasting your time to contact them. Also, remember that the SBA is we guarantee loan programs, but we are not a direct lender. The only time we are a direct lender is in a disaster situation like Superstorm Sandy, of course, and that is when we will lend directly not just to businesses but to personal as well, as this area is well aware of. So I won't even talk about the disaster. And yeah, did that? Ooh, okay. I think I got everything. Contracting. Government contracting, there is a target of 23% of federal contracts to be awarded to small businesses. So we've actually hit that target this year, which we're really proud of. So what that means is opportunities for small businesses. So if you have a business, it might actually be something that could be a government contracting opportunity. Before I was lucky to be able to transfer back to New Jersey, where I wanted to be, I was over in the Philadelphia area with the SBA. I started to work with a woman who had a janitorial service, and she really wanted to expand. And I mentioned to her about government contracting. So she actually started to work with a prime contractor to help get experience in government contracting, so that when she did eventually bid on government contracting, she would have a track record. Well, fast forward 2 years later, she actually won the contract for Willow Air Force Base, if anyone's familiar with where that is. That's in Bucks County. So she really took something that was quite small and really turned it into a really great business that did translate to government contracting. So just some things to think about. Okay. Capital. Oh, I think I hit it all. Hold on. Grants. So just to touch on a little bit the SBA financing program. Grants are not available for your plain vanilla, businesses. The grants, if you went to grants.gov, you're more than welcome to, but you'll find that what is available is helping kind of the greater public good, things that might help technology for defense or crop yields, that kind of stuff, but not to start or maintain your business. But the SBA loan programs, just to give a very quick overview, the business must be for profit. There's other parts of the government, mostly in the state actually, that really are more targeted towards nonprofits, but it's for profits. And if you think about the SBA's mandate is to create jobs for the economy. And if you put on that hat, you really can understand a lot of everything else. So when there's must be independently owned and operated, that's where that comes in. So the square footage of whatever is being financed has to be at least 51% owner occupied. Must have reasonable owner equity to invest. That is a little vague. It's meant to be in the sense that the SBA doesn't really require things, an equity amount for a small business loan. But having said that, my other hat is a lender relations specialist. So when I talk to lenders, they want to see 20, 30% down. And the reason is it's showing skin in the game, it's showing a cushion, but that's what they require. Must be a U.S. citizen or a legal resident. If you're here legally as a permanent resident, you do not have to put extra collateral. However, well, if you're here illegally, that's another conversation. But if you're not permanent, you have to put up additional collateral domestically for obvious reasons if you leave the country before the loan is paid, but must meet SBA size standards. The SBA's loan programs, 99% of all businesses in the United States qualify as a small business, believe it or not, under one criteria or another. One of the criteria is that the minimum tangible net worth is less than $15 million. So I would think if you were more than that, you would not be here in this room. So you probably qualify. Owners must individually qualify. Now the 5 C's, I'm not going to go through. It has to do with character, cash flow, all that stuff, but that is really where our resource partners such as SCORE comes in, so that you could meet with them and they could talk to you about the 5 C's and if you need some assistance in your business plan or just to make yourself a better potential borrower. Okay, not everyone needs an SBA guaranteed loan. So this is something I really want to highlight. If you don't need an SBA guaranteed loan, you don't really want one. And the reason being is that the bank has to actually certify that they would not give you a loan without the SBA's guarantee. And that is the main reasons that they certify is that, let's say you're a startup. You're just out of the credit box of their regular commercial loan. If you do qualify for their regular commercial loan, you would get a slightly lower interest rate because you're considered less risky. So an SBA loan is considered more risky, so you are going to pay a little bit more. And I'll talk about that in a moment. But the main reasons, again, a startup, insufficient collateral. So the SBA does require a guarantee from both you and your spouse for the SBA loan up to the value of the loan, willing to take a second or a third lien. However, if you don't have the collateral, that is where that could be a reason that they're giving you the loan, that everything else checks out. You have decent credit, your business plan, your cash flows, everything looks great, but you don't have enough collateral. That is where they can certify that that is why they're giving you their loan. Any questions on collateral? Because I get that, to me, is the biggest question I get. Okay. Non-standard repayment terms. This is a seasonal area. Some of the businesses do have seasonality in their cash flows. Perhaps the principal, it's better to be weighted during those more robust months, or perhaps they need an interest only for a certain period of time. That kind of would be a reason. Industry. Restaurants were mentioned. That is considered a risky industry. Many restaurants fail, and that would be a reason. Or maybe they really like your industry, but they already have industry concentration for that particular industry. So that could be a reason. Grants. Okay, so I just want to emphasize that the lenders handle all of the transactions. So where I come in is I work directly with the lender. So they're always calling me, emailing me about eligibility, about how to structure the transaction. I spend a lot of my day helping to structure these transactions so that they meet SBA loan standards, and I just can help with the origination process for the lenders. But that's not so for you, it's just that you work directly with the lender. In fact, you wouldn't even need to know that I'm involved because I don't work with the borrower. Okay, disaster I talked about. Are there any questions? No? Okay, wonderful, thank you.